Hey, how's everyone doing today? This is another Hook Chaser severe weather briefing. It is currently April 29th, Monday, and I briefly want to go over the two past tornado outbreaks, back-to-back tornado outbreaks at that the North and Southern Central Plains just experienced. And I was in Nebraska for the chase on Friday, April 26th, and I personally saw that tornado just northeast of Lincoln before it ended up becoming a mile-wide wedge. And I can say without a doubt, guys, this is one of the worst tornado outbreaks that I have ever seen, and one of the most destructive, damaging tornadoes that I have personally seen since I began chasing. But y'all can see it doesn't stop there. It really went all the way down to Texas, through parts of Kansas, all the way into Nebraska, into Iowa. And this was for the storm on April 26th, that Friday. And I got a clip of that video of the tornado pretty much crossing the highway right in front of me before it went wedged out, and I'll kind of roll that clip here so y'all can see that video.
Oh my God!
Here, let me pull over right here.
Dangerous, right?
Oh, those winds are strong!
I got it. Keep recording.
Oh.
Wow.
Violent tornado on the ground. Showing her map.
Beach and Ashland area here, so
Absolutely a monster of a tornado, as y'all can see there. And I do want to show y'all this video real quick because the death toll has risen. At least 5 people killed, and unfortunately one was a 4-month-old infant. And this was posted by Good Morning America, ABC News. I do want to say I do not own rights to this clip. This is not my video. This was posted by ABC News. So let's go ahead and roll this clip, and yeah.
This morning, utter devastation after severe weather ripped through parts of the heartland. A flash flood emergency issued for Grovetown, Texas, after a thunderstorm dropped close to a foot of rain, causing water rescues. In Trinity County, officials say a tornado touched down, causing widespread damage. Video capturing the moment a potential tornado was spotted near Rosebud, Texas.
There's no words to describe.
And in rural Holdenville, Oklahoma, an EF3 tornado with winds over 135 miles per hour, leaving at least 2 people dead, including a 4-month-old baby. In Sulphur, Oklahoma, an entire town flattened.
Hard tornado right here, right in front of us, Oh my God!
And this just continues, guys. Unfortunately, very tragic situation. And I was in Sulphur Springs that night after the tornado hit, and absolutely devastation. Stayed there overnight, kind of helped with a little bit of search and rescue there. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon. As y'all can see there, just absolutely devastating, absolutely tragic. And at the end of the day, this is why I want to really start pushing out more videos like this to get the information out there, and hopefully being able to reach the public and more people, and be able to inform and let them know in the future of what's ahead, and potentially save a lot of lives. And unfortunately, it doesn't stop there, right? It doesn't stop there. I don't think we're going to have a tornado outbreak by any means coming up over the next couple of days, but the SPC has already outlined a slight risk of severe weather for tomorrow, being Tuesday, April 30th. And this is mainly going to be driven by a significant hail risk and a significant wind risk. And this is going to be for portions of northeast Kansas, eastern Nebraska, going into western Iowa, pretty much the same areas that just got hit. And we do have a 5% tornado risk for potentially a couple tornadoes up here. I don't think this is going to be upgraded to a 10% probability of significant tornadoes by any means. I do not see that. But if you're in this area, definitely watch out. The possibility of a tornado or two is possible. And going into May 1st, Wednesday, we've got another slight risk stretching from North Texas, western Oklahoma, into central Kansas. And it's still too far out to be able to nail down the specific details what this is going to be driven by. But what we do know right now is we have a hatched area for pretty much almost the whole entire slight risk, which is going to indicate the probability of significant severe weather. What do we know what it's going to be driven off? Not quite yet. It could be hail, it could be wind, maybe tornadoes by what I'm seeing on the model so far. But After this, it looks like we're definitely going to get a break in the severe weather department for a little bit until things really start getting ramped back up. And y'all can see this with our dew points. And starting Tuesday, 6 p.m., we've got upper 60s to low 70 dew points streaming in all the way to Nebraska. And this is going to continue for going into Wednesday. You can kind of see this dry line set up. It's not really well defined like we've seen in the previous events, but I think this is going to change a little bit as we move closer. And I do think that after Wednesday, we could get another slight risk added further east, maybe into eastern Kansas, Oklahoma, going into that next Thursday. We can also see this on our surface cape convective available potential energy, which is basically like food for these storms, right? It's food, it's energy for the storms. If you don't have enough cape, they're not going to have enough food in the atmosphere to be able to feed and grow and prosper. And it really only takes about 1,000 to 1,500 joules per kilogram to begin sparking severe weather and thunderstorms. And we can see going into Tuesday here in Nebraska and Kansas, we've got some areas pushing about 3,200 joules per kilogram, which is more than supportive for severe thunderstorms. So plenty of energy in the atmosphere. We can continue taking this into Wednesday. Some spots in, Kansas, Oklahoma, it might be offset a little bit from the main axis and main moisture, but we're pushing almost 4,000 joules per kilogram, which is more than triple of what we need just for some thunderstorms. So, definitely not lacking the moisture though. Definitely not lacking the instability and the energy for these storms to fire. And a little bit on the longer term note, we're still very far out, but I do think that we're going to get a break, maybe a little disturbance on May the 3rd. But after that, I think our potential next severe weather system that has outbreak potential could be going into May 6th to May 7th. And look, 983 low level pressure system swinging into the Central Plains going into May 7th and potentially into May 8th as it gets ejected off to the north. And this is what's going to be a very, very busy month. We've anticipated this. We've seen this. We're in the heart and the peak of tornado season pretty much at this point. And I do think that we're going to begin to just have back-to-back severe weather events like we've been seeing. Do I think it's going to be on the level of what we just saw? No, I don't think we're going to have an outbreak every single week, but I do think the probability of severe weather is going to be consistent on a weekly basis. So that's going to conclude it for today's video. Thank you for everyone that's watching. Don't forget to smash that subscribe and like button for more videos like this. So that way we can help the algorithm and get these videos out there to more people. So that way more people are aware of what's potentially coming and we can lessen the potential fatalities of storm systems of what we just seen.